Okay, let's take another look at graphing polynomials. Here we have a fourth degree polynomial. We have three factors right here, and this one is factored twice. We're going to learn how to take this and factor it in the next section. But for right now, this is the original polynomial factored. So now we have everything we need to know about graphing this polynomial. First thing that we know is we have zeros. And those zeros occur when we take each one of these equations and we solve it for 0. So we're going to have zeros at -1, we're going to have it at +2, and also at +4. Then we want to look to see where does it cross the y-axis. And it's going to be at this number right here, our constant term. And then we want to look to the degree of a polynomial. And the degree of our polynomial is 4. So we know that it's either going to be, and we also know that it's going to be positive as well. So it's going to start at positive infinity, do whatever it needs to do, and then ends up at positive infinity. This is the end behavior that we talked about in our last video. So we know it's going to start up here somewhere and end up over here somewhere. One thing that we didn't have last time is this multiplicity. If you have a factor that's an even multiplicity, you're going to have a bounce at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and indicate that with a little b right here. Now I'm ready to draw my graph. I'm going to go through this point. I'm going to go through this point here. I'm going to bounce at this point right here. And I'm going to go through this point and end up at positive infinity. Now, as I said before in the last video, this doesn't mean that this is exactly what this polynomial is going to be. The graph could look slightly different. You may have something that looks like this. But what we're really looking for here is where it crosses the x-axis, where it crosses the y-axis, and where it ends up for our end behavior.